Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away.
Welcome to another episode. I'm your co-host, Ellen, along with my co-host...
Lee. I'm just prioritizing myself.
Oh, it's all about you. So today is the second episode of our 7-part series on the 7 unconventional habits of highly efficient people. And if you haven't figured out yet, that unconventional habit is highly efficient people prioritize themselves. Tell us about this, Lee.
Well, if you're going to be somebody that's, a giver and helping others and there for others, and whatever you do involves other people, at some point we have to put ourselves first. And that means we're better at everything else for everyone else when we take care of ourselves. Whether that is not feeling guilty about projects we put off because we went to do something for someone else, or we didn't really get to the things we want to do because we're busy helping others. It just means that we block off time as we would with anybody. Somebody makes an appointment with you, you block off that time, and that's, reserved for them. Block off time for yourself. Take time for yourself, whether it's to recharge, regroup, refocus, or just focus and get something done that you really need to get done. Highly efficient people realize that they should put themselves first, then they can do things for others. Because if you don't take care of yourself, it's hard for you to take care of others and their needs and wants and priorities.
Absolutely. And highly efficient people know what it is that will recharge them, whether it, what kind of self-care. And that could be meditating or exercising or prioritizing what they eat or prioritizing sleep, but making themselves important. Not to the exclusion of everyone else, but they know that when they're doing great, those around them reflect that. And so it's not a selfish thing at all. If I know I'm taking care of myself and I'm eating well and sleeping well, I know I bring my best self to everything I do, which includes interacting with other people.
And it does involve saying no to some things, and that no to something else and someone else is usually a yes to yourself. And to be able to say no, I can't do that right now, or no in general, I can't do it, is knowing what it is that you would be missing out on. Meaning you should have a running list of things you want to do, things you need to do, so that you're aware that if I do say yes to something else, that I've really said no to this. And this is really important to me. And so highly efficient people, they get their stuff done and then they do stuff for others. And I'm not saying, again, it's not selfishness, it's self-care and self-preservation, meaning we've got things that we need to do to succeed and be happy and feel good. And then when we are, successful, happy, and feel good, we're much better at doing things for other people.
Exactly. We talk about, important things and urgent things. And most times when there's an urgent task, it's someone else's urgency. It's not your own. And highly successful people, highly efficient people know that if they put themselves first and they've blocked out, hey, I've blocked out this hour to work on my important stuff, then other people's urgency, unless it involves like falling limbs, like I lost an arm and there's lots of blood, you hold that time sacred and take care of your efficient stuff and your important stuff, and then you can come back and be effective for other people.
So if you have a list of things that you want to do, need to do, and you just pull one a day, just one a day, that in and of itself is more than what most people do. So highly efficient people are always looking for something, that will further their goals, that will help them to be the best person they can be. And sometimes, your example of being efficient, your example of taking care of what needs to be taken care of on time, doing a good job because you're not rushing, all those things. You are setting a good example for others to follow. Not only are you getting your important things done because you're prioritizing yourself and your priorities, but you're showing other people how to do it too.
Absolutely. And I've heard so many stories from people where when they finally prioritize themselves, especially in the office, and they say, no, when somebody wants to pile on another task for them to do, and they say no because they know that they're not going to be as good at their work if they take on this other task. But when they start saying no and defining boundaries, people respect them more because they see like, oh, okay, they care. So it is defining your boundaries and making sure that you take care of yourself first. All right. So the second habit, it's an unconventional habit of highly efficient people, is to prioritize yourself. We will be going through all of the 7 habits in the next few weeks. But if you'd like to get a copy of the PDF of all this information or the postcard that we've put together, hit us up. Information is in the show notes, and we'll be happy to send it to you. In the meantime, be efficient with yourself and be back with us again next week.